everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Riley and this is Experience Fitness, a channel where I share my experience of trying to get fitter, healthier and stronger. It is a really nice day today, so I felt like shooting this video outside. This is the first time that I've filmed a video outside, so I'm feeling a little bit self-conscious, but anyway. So today I want to talk about experts, so-called experts. Maybe that's a bit unfair to say so-called experts because they're not all. Some experts are actually genuine experts in their field, but the thing is, the world is not short of experts. You know, they come a dime a dozen, and the problem is that for every expert that says A, there's an expert that says B. For every expert that says you should do this, there's an expert saying you should do that. So how do you know who is genuine expert and who isn't? How do you know whose advice to follow? Well, my answer to that question is none. Don't follow anyone's advice. Become an expert through your own experience. Become an expert in yourself. In terms of fitness and exercise, use your body as a science experiment. Become an expert in your own body. Experts who have all of this training and scientific knowledge, I'm not knocking any of that. I actually follow a lot of scientific research, but the problem is that scientific research and knowledge and understanding, it can become outdated. I actually saw an advert not too long ago that was made in the 50s, I think it was, and it was actually advising people to start smoking for health benefits. And I saw another one that was advising people to drink Coke as a way of managing your weight. Hearing these things now, it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but this was actually expert medical advice at the time. So whatever experts are saying, 5, 10, 20 years time, it could be completely the opposite. And expert knowledge and expert research can always be challenged, and it always is challenged. But what nobody can reasonably challenge is your own experience. If you start living a healthier lifestyle and you feel better, that experience is fixed in time. 10 years down the line, you're not going to say, okay, that didn't actually happen. It happened, and that can't be undone. So that's not something that can be challenged or argued with, not reasonably anyway. Yeah, your own experience is your own experience, and it's a fact for you. So that's what I would say to anybody who's bewildered by the sheer volume of conflicting evidence there is when it comes to health and fitness. You know, try something out for yourself. If it works, then that didn't work for you. If it did work, then fine. And who cares what the experts say? If your experience conflicts with scientific research or what the experts are advising you to do, then who cares? If it worked for you, it worked for you. And that's the thing. That's where I have another problem with science. Not that I have a problem with science per se, but when it comes to your own experience, scientific understanding isn't really necessary. If you think about the first human farmers, they didn't understand about photosynthesis, for example. There's no way they could have known. They didn't understand about germination, pollination, photosynthesis, all of these things that we take for granted now. But guess what? That didn't stop their crops from growing. They planted seeds, they watered them, they looked after the land, and their crops grew. They reaped the harvest, regardless of whether they understood how the process worked or not. And they got that knowledge through experience. So in my book, experience trumps science every single day and twice on Sundays. You know, that's the best way to gain knowledge, is through experience, through your own experience. And you'll find, you know, if you do your research, which, as I said, I don't have a problem with science per se. I do a lot of research. But this whole thing of evidence is all good, but people have got it twisted. People don't really understand what the purpose of evidence is. In my book, evidence is just a way to prevent people ridiculing your beliefs. Because if you believe something and someone laughs at you, you can say, but here's the evidence. But if you don't care whether people ridicule your beliefs or not, then evidence is more or less irrelevant. I think people have got it twisted. People think that a fact isn't truth until there's evidence to say that it's truth. I think that's the wrong way around. You know, it's truth that causes the proof of that truth, not the proof that causes the existence of that truth, if that makes any sense. If something's proven to exist, it must have existed already. It didn't start existing when the proof for its existence came about. It already existed. It's the existence of that thing that caused the proof, not the proof that caused the existence. So if you believe something that isn't quote unquote proven, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. As long as you in your own experience have seen that, as long as that is your truth, then that's what's important. So that's just what I wanted to talk about today. If you like this video or found it helpful, please feel free to share it, and also please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, then please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.